Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cameron Gallagher and today I'm talking about a $45 light that is literally the best light you can buy. Let's get into it. What is up guys? So today I'm going to be talking about a light called the Quasar Science Tube. Now I did a video about the Q LEDs, which are the versions that are battery powered, but these are their most basic light they have, and these things are going to blow your mind. Now originally these were the first lights that Quasar Science to my knowledge had come out with, and the idea was that these would fit inside of a Kino fixture. So a Kino fixture was a fluorescent fixture, and basically it was you would take out those fluorescent tubes and replace them with these LED ones. Now the cool thing is that a lot of people started to use them separately because they're super cheap, they have incredible color rendition, they're fully dimmable at high frame rates. I know that sounds too good to be true, but it's not. So that's the thing. So I picked up a couple of these. I have two daylight ones and I have a tungsten one. So you see a daylight one right here and the tungsten one back there. These things are literally awesome. Like I cannot tell you the amount of stuff you can do with these are mind-boggling. So again, they come in a few different versions, a dimmable and non-dimmable versions, and then of course they come in a few different sizes, a 2 foot, 4 foot, and I think there's an 8 foot too. Now these are the 2 foot versions, and I find that these are the best because they're the easiest to bring around and they're a little bit safer. You know, a 4 foot's kind of big and you could easily break that if it were to like be in a soft shell case, where these you could throw in a soft shell case and I'm not too worried about them. So the thing about these is they are soft lights. So of course this is something that you have to know. They're not hard sources, so you can't create hard shadows or really modify them too much. But again, in a lot of cases, this is more than enough. One of my few gripes about these lights is that the power connector is an absolute piece of crap. Quasar Science, I'm sorry, but these things suck. Sometimes you just have to throw some gaff tape on them for them to stay, but in most cases, they're more than enough. They're just not the greatest overall. But either way, again, you're getting an amazing light for $45, so can't really complain. So if you haven't seen our Sound Devices Mix Pre 3 review, we did a little mock interview setup, and I actually lit that with 2 of the Quasar bulbs. Of course, you need a stand for them, you need a way to mount them. I actually used the Manfrotto, I think it's like a grip clamp or something. So I actually just used one as a key light and then one as a rim or backlight, and that was it. So that lighting setup was technically under $100 if you don't include the mounting. And that's the cool thing about these things, you can mount them pretty much anywhere. They're super light, so you can easily boom them up on almost anything, and you can actually use really cheap light stands because again, they're so light, you can easily set it up. One of the fun things about them too is you can actually put them in the frame like I do, and they look cool. They have a nice look to them, especially if you're using something like a black Pro Mist like I am. It kind of adds like a nice like glow around them, so it's great for music videos, and I've seen people do a ton of stuff with them actually in the frame. And one of the cool things that Quasar Science does sell, although I do think it's a little bit overpriced, is they do have an adapter where you can have several of these in one like piece, and then you could also have several power connectors all in one. So for instance, you could take 2 or 4 actual Quasar Science tubes and basically make your own Kino without having the actual Kino housing, which is super expensive. So a second little test I want to do is something a little bit more dramatic. I took the Quasar Science tube and I boomed it way up, and I used just a little bit of black wrap around it to basically create a really dramatic like bathroom scene. So this could be something in like a horror movie, or maybe it's like an action movie where somebody has like a really big, like really just big moment where they're like reflecting on themselves or something, I don't know. But again, these lights are super versatile, and for $45, it's pretty much unbeatable. Now again, you could get the larger 4 foot version, they're only $75. And again, if you just have a couple of these laying around, this can create so much versatility in any lighting kit. If you're just starting out, pick up a tungsten and a daylight balance one, and you now have a 2-point lighting kit where you can have a backlight, you can have a key light, and you can do quite a bit of stuff with this. Now, obviously these things aren't going to fight the sun, so you really can't bring them outside or do anything crazy with them like that. But again, when it comes to controlled lighting situations, these things are incredible. Now, if you're more of a seasoned filmmaker, these things are great as an extra tool in your tool bag. So of course I have an Aperture 300D, an Aperture 120T, and a couple other lights. So I use those as my main sources, but these Quasar tubes are so light and quick that if I'm on a shoot where I need to be very fast, I need to be very efficient and still have good lighting, I can easily use these tubes to do that. So I'm gonna be sure to leave a link down in the description if you wanna get any of these tubes, because seriously, they are amazing. Now, I'm not sponsored by Quasar Science at all. They did not send me these, I bought these, and I just really can't say enough about them. But again, when it comes to the price for performance, these are literally unmatchable. There's not a light out there that looks this good and costs this little. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.